right. It's the easiest thing.
I love a lot of people say they can't. Oh, we can't.
Eventbrite.
We can't.
You can buy tickets as a guest.
I'm so confused.
Hallelujah and happy day. Welcome to South Florida Arts Education and you. My name is Carey, Brianna, Hart, and it is my absolute pleasure to be here with you today to talk about my passion, which is art. I love art in all of its forms. I love the way that we are able to create art and give it like a gift. It is a treasure, a jewel. I love the way it enriches and enhances our lives, the way that it can cross cultural barriers, the way that it can enrich in your soul, the way that it can teach a lesson, the way that, just art is just an amazing thing. And I just want to share my joy and love of art with you. I'm so happy that you're here listening today. I want to remind you that this hour of talking about art is brought to you by C. Brian Hart Insurance, a representative of the Travelers Insurance Company. We write travelers' car insurance, we write homeowners insurance, we write flood insurance, we write windstorm insurance, we write workers' compensation insurance, we write commercial general liability insurance, we write bonds, we write commercial property. If you have property and casualty insurance needs, please call me Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. at 305-836-5206, and I will talk with you about insurance. I just talk about insurance all day long. But today, it is my absolute pleasure to be here. Oh, I'm so excited to talk about art. Oh my goodness, I have two people, here in the studio with me live. Oh my goodness, from Fulfillment Theater Company, who is responsible for the Black Theater Fringe Festival. I don't know if you've heard about it, but it's a fringe festival that happens here in South Florida, here in Hollywood, once a year. It's like a festival of theater that we have, and it's growing and it's getting better. And from Fulfillment Theater Company, we have today the director and managing director of Once on This Island, which is coming up May 10th and 11th, and I was just talking about how easy it is to get tickets on Eventbrite. Mm-hmm. You know, it's really, really, really so easy. I just wanted to throw that out there because that's where you can get tickets, because I may mention that a couple times. But I have with me my friend, my colleague, has been my husband on stage.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, and when I was his nasty wife.
What was Nella?
Nasty
Nella.
Nasty Nella.
Shepherding for the devil.
Oh, that's what he said. Oh, Devon, don't say that about me. But Devon has been here with me before, but I want to reintroduce to you, represent to you a wonderful individual, a fantastic actor, a maker of characters, just a man who can masquerade voices and just morphs into different characters and such, just like,
I'm laughing because
we talk about character actors, and you're a good, like, everyday, like, regular character, but you also are so good at, like, the macabre and, like, those creepy, weird people with all these weird dimensions and stuff like that.
No, I was laughing because when you started, it's the way you shifted something, and for a minute I forgot you were talking about me. It's like, wait. Then you said he, I was like, okay, she's not talking about Archie, she's talking about me.
I'm still talking about you.
Yes, I'm not used to people complimenting me with so many words.
My partner in crime on stage, Mr. Devin Dusandre with us. Thank you so much for being here.
Anytime you call me to the station to be with you, I'm going to be with you. I got you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I love you like it's on your credit report, girl.
All right. Might need a couple copies of that.
Hey.
And also here with me, I have the beautiful and efficient and because this is the individual who is like the right hand and the left hand, and as I just said, the 10 toes of Fulfillment Theater Company, keeping everything in order, keeping communication straight. Yes, Miss Autria Hepburn, who I had the pleasure and privilege of meeting last year at the Fringe Festival, and just that was an amazing opportunity, and I'm looking forward to this year's Fringe Festival.
Yes.
But more importantly, I'm looking forward to this upcoming production of Once on This Island. You have May 10th and 11th. So let's talk about the show.
Let's.
Radio
Let me start by saying, I think people, something they don't hear a lot of is that the theater is work. Productions, theater, television, film, and art is work. And not everybody looks forward to every project. I had a lot of projects I just have not looked forward to because I knew it was going to be the work. But this project, and all we've been doing is promoting the show. We've been rehearsing and refining for promotional purposes. And it has gone so well with such an amazing group of professionals. Like they're literally right now just warming up. I can barely hear them, but they're doing what they're supposed to. It has been so exciting. And then on the production side, working with a group of folks like Joy Bradley and Autria Hepburn, folks who are on their stuff. And if they drop the ball or forget something, they go the extra mile of saying, hey, that was on me, I apologize. And then they come with whatever it is. It's just so refreshing to be with a group of talented individuals who care about their craft and their work and the quality of it. And the best part is everybody, the cast and production, having fun. We have a group text with production and we're in there clowning while also doing business.
Yeah. And you've got the production team, your musical director and your choreographer, Mr. T.M. Pride, who just had a show that people may have caught up in Pompano. And I'm not familiar with your musical director.
Erin is out of, I believe that's West Palm.
West Palm,
She came up the road there, but she is so listen, before the end of the 2023, we were doing the rehearsals and trainings, and this lady came in beyond ready. I mean, stacks of copies of printed scripts, the keyboard, and she is just on it.
And speaker, everything.
When you hear the group today, that had nothing to do with me. It is all the work she put in, and so the work will speak for her and introduce her to all you listeners to Erin. I'm going to get her last name so I can properly promote her, but she's so proficient, and you'll hear it today. You'll hear.
And to piggyback off of that, I'm sorry, you gotta realize the short span of time that it was done in.
Right.
So that is a new tribute to her and how talented she is.
Yeah. But also, there's so much talent in South Florida. There's so much talent in South Florida. And there's so much arts also to be had in South Florida, for you to take in and enjoy. And this play is a Broadway play. It has toured the country, and now you're bringing it to the community of South Florida, to enjoy, and it is a favorite. It's got awesome music, awesome dancing, awesome ensemble work, and I'm so excited that we're going to get to witness some of that vocal ensemble work here today.
I'm so excited.
And her name, by the way, is Erin Ragonisi. She is. I knew nothing about her prior to this, and I was just floored with her work. So, Erin Ragonisi, wherever you are in the world today,
thank you.
Make you proud.
Yeah, thank you for this work. Thank you for this work. And like you said, the arts are work. What has been the biggest challenge for you in this process so far with bringing Once on This Island to life? You are the director of the production. You have a team, but there's a lot of, in directing a musical, there's a lot that you have to do.
I think the biggest challenge, believe it or not, has not been any of the work. It has been getting the actors to believe that you're fit for this. We have actors who have not sang much in the past, and getting them to say, listen, we cast you. We know you have the ability. We heard and saw something. Sing like you belong here. Dance like you belong here. My work has been very easy early on. And then the second challenge has been scheduling and navigating. Because when folks are cast, they also have prior obligations. How do we make this work for everybody? And so that's been, to me, more of a minor challenge, significant, but minor. But the biggest thing is just getting actors to accept that you belong here.
Right. A lot of performers do have performance anxiety and imposter syndrome. We hear about imposter syndrome in the business world, people talking about that. But also performers have that, where they wonder, am I a one-hit wonder? You know, and do I have what it takes to continue to do this over and over again? You know, but that's the perseverance.
Well, to that point, it's the only reason why I'm the director in the show now is because when production came to me prior to, and they were saying, hey, listen, we're looking for a director and we'd like to consider you, I had to actually take a moment and check myself and say, listen, whether you're good or not, don't worry about the imposter syndrome part. Just show up because they want you there. And if they want you there, they'll work with you and help you figure out what you need to figure out. But show up like you belong there.
Exactly. You had imposters. You had a moment of flicker of that.
I suffer from imposter syndrome all the time.
Oh my goodness! But as an artist, you never ever shirked from the challenge. You know,
and that's the antidote.
Exactly. Yeah.
Always show up.
That's it. You have to show up.
So when a perfect example to what you're saying, when we did Brothers of the Dust, and I had to go off and be this belligerent fool. I hadn't been that person since I was like 12.
Right.
My dad jacked me up a few times, like, so you better get that together. And so I hadn't had to go to that place. It was the idea of, well, they want me in the role. Andre Ganey cast me to do this. Clearly, he wants to see me go there. Exactly. So go for it. But it's with everything in life, you know. Whether you get the job interview and then you get the job, or you become a parent, whatever phase of life you step into, somebody with the control there, primarily God, wants you in that position.
Put you right there.
He believes in you.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah,
it's the worst thing that can happen.
Yeah.
You know, you'll make a few mistakes, but you'll learn and grow and become better. So.
Yeah, exactly. You meet the challenge.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so for you on the production side,
oh gosh,
what has been, I mean, because people do not think, and I often about all the amazing jobs that there are in the arts. Yeah. You don't necessarily have to be on stage. Right. You know, you don't have to be singing and dancing. You don't have to be, you know, even backstage calling the cues. Right. You don't have to be pushing the buttons and making the cues happen, you know, but you can have a fulfilling and an efficient, I keep saying you're so efficient. Yeah, I know you were. You can have a quality job in the arts.
And never put your face on the stage, never have your face on a flyer.
Right.
Practically be unknown until somebody mentions your name.
Like I mentioned.
Right. So thank you.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, it comes from a place of being where they're gonna be and someone doing that job.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, okay, you have an idea of what you want it to look like, you have an idea how you want the machine to work. So you have to do it from a couple of vantage points. I had the experience of being on stage. I had the experience of being someone doing my work on stage, and I had the experience of directing someone how I wanted to do. So standing in the background and watching all those pieces come together, it's like, dang, it works.
Yes.
Like this works.
Yes,
like, oh my gosh. So being a part of the production and being in the background and having an opportunity to cast people and see a vision before it is actually ever displayed, to see it actually come to fruition like you thought it was going to happen, it is the best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of hard work.
A lot of work.
It is a lot of hard work. And to be able to work with people who have the same vision and are so willing to be compromising, that is a big part of it. Because everybody has ideas. Everybody has been in control. Everybody wants something to go their way. But when you work with people whose mission is to make sure that our goal is achieved, compromising makes the job so much easier.
Yeah.
Because like you said, God is going to make it happen anyway. And just because I compromise on this doesn't mean it's not going to go the way it was supposed to go.
Right.
So everybody has a vision, and once you realize you're working with people who are on the same train as you, I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to see it on stage. Yeah.
And I often also say, like, theater is like a team sport, you know, and it's also a full-time job. It is a full-time job. People don't really realize how much work goes into it, and to do it well, it is a full-time job. But teamwork makes the dream work, you know, so much better.
Yeah, we're gonna have to scratch that from the final video. It's copyright. Teamwork makes the dream.
What do you mean that's copyright?
I'm sorry. I've just been watching Suits a lot. And
my goodness.
The fake lawyer keeps coming
that
out.
Everybody uses, please.
It was a joke that failed. Okay.
whatever.
Well, Gary, I did want to say real quick before I forgot, we have to shout out our sponsors.
Oh,
Two of our sponsors. We have to shout out the African American Research Library and Cultural Center.
That's where the event is taking place.
Yes, that's where the production will be. And we also have to shout out the Liberia Sankofa Cultural Center as well, which is in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Which we'll also be doing some work with, but they're huge sponsors of us and have been working with us to make sure that we have everything we need to make a production.
That's where the last festival was.
That's where the last festival was.
Exactly
yeah.
where the last festival was. Yes.
Yeah, it's a fantastic space.
Yeah, and we just so for those who are listening, we do have amazingly low, deeply discounted pricing for student tickets, and we have a student matinee. So if you go onto the website blktheater.wordpress.com, get all your details there.
Repeat that again.
blktheater.wordpress.com.
Spell theater.
Theater is spelled. Oh, and okay, thank you for saying that, because our theater is spelled TheaTre.
I love that.
So blktheatere.wordpress.com.
Does that make us theater snobs that we like that it's spelled the theater?
So apparently there's a difference.
It's a difference.
There is a difference. Let me ask ChatGPT because I forgot.
It is,
I know,
no, it
one
is a difference.
One is
Right.
supposed to be the building,
And one is the art. Right,
yes.
right.
But you often will find buildings called theater.
Yeah. It's like, wait, what?
Right. Okay.
While he's looking for that,
Mm-hmm.
it's a good thing that you did say that about theater being hard work. I do have to say, we are doing this with the Fulfillment Theater Company, who is the parent company to the Black Theater Alliance of South Florida. So that's who's putting this whole thing together, the Black Theater Alliance of South Florida. Shout out to Joy Bradley. I mean,
Joy Bradley
she is amazing.
A wonderful individual. I mean, just what she has started here in South Florida is monumental, and just the legacy that is going to continue and to go on and on and on and onward and upward. And I mean, I was just so like the interns last year. You know, the way they were so dedicated, and they were not slacking on anything.
No.
I mean, they were like, you need to be in place, you need to be over here, you need this, there's a timetable, this is happening now. Their dedication, I was just like, what school do you go to?
Right.
Like, wow, you stand out. You are a dedicated young theater professional already. In junior high and high school, these two individuals.
Yes.
I give a shout out to those two young ladies that were helping us.
Yes.
And also that young man that came later on in the day to help at when we were working with the costumes and all that stuff.
Right. Alfonso Walker as well. Yeah.
Mining young talent also the festival did.
Oh, yes. It's just a space. That was one of our main goals, to be a place where people, regardless of their level, whether you're a professional, whether you're an amateur, whether you're somebody who has no clue, you have the space and an opportunity to get the training, to work under somebody, to get a chance to get up on stage if you've never done it, if you've written something and you're just a little bit you're scared as to how people are going to be receptive to it. You have a space where you can display your work. And just, even if it's not received with a rave review, you have an opportunity to step out and not be afraid anymore and see that this is something that can be. Yeah. So, like the whole Black Theater Alliance, the whole Fulfillment Theater, that is the main goal and purpose.
Yeah, it's about growth.
Yes.
Growth, yeah.
Yeah.
Growth and investment, yeah. Amazing.
I have an answer to your theater question because I'm sure you're curious.
What was that question I asked?
Future actors.
What was that question?
Theater versus theater.
Okay, yes.
So it was with this heavy heart that I revealed to you they both mean the same thing.
Uh-oh.
The difference is
they both mean the same thing.
If you're in any British influenced place, it's R-E. And if you're in any American influenced place, it's E-R. But they both represent the space and the art. So that's your difference. You're real different.
I'm going to stick with my story.
I feel the same way, Austria.
But we are upper echelon.
Same way.
This is all about theater.
I'm so excited. We have so many people in the building this morning. I'm so excited. When I walked into the studio, I was just like, I had to take a step back. I was like, wow! There are so many people in the studio, so many artists in the studio, just so many smiling individuals who love art and are here this morning to share their talent live on the radio.
Yes.
Oh goodness, you're getting this live.
They are.
This live.
You ready
Yeah.
for it?
I'm ready for it, but first I see that you brought another individual into the studio.
So
I want to.
Let's introduce her. So for anybody who came and saw our promotional event in last Saturday, was it last Saturday?
The Sis Trump Festival.
The
okay.
Sis Trump Festival.
Yeah.
This is the individual who led the solo. I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Is she singing a solo today?
She will be singing a solo.
Hey.
Hey.
My name is Bella Josiah, and I love theater. Yeah, I actually recently graduated from Florida Memorial.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, that's an amazing feat. Yes.
Thank you so much. All right.
Volume.
Yeah, so I graduated from Florida Memorial with a degree in music. I really wanted to do theater, but they just didn't have that as a major.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, music, theater, art, spoken word, acting, it has always been my life. Like, it's always been something that I see myself doing.
Mm-hmm.
And so, being able to sing, especially last week, was really a blessing. I felt good.
When did you first discover that you love the arts?
I had to have been like in elementary school. I loved Cheetah Girls from Disney Channel.
Yes.
And I would literally sit and learn like the songs in Spanish because like there were certain songs in Spanish and I would sit in my house and my parents were just like, my parents are Nigerian.
Right.
So they were like, is she really speaking Spanish? Right. Like they were like, is she really doing this? And I feel like that's when like I knew like, okay, I really love this.
Mm-hmm.
But when I really knew that I wanted to do it for the rest of my life, I was in high school and I did theater in high school. I was the president of our theater troupe. And I had like performers high, like 3 days after the performance.
Wow.
I was so like busy and tired preparing. So like 3 days after it hit me, I was like, oh my gosh, like I want to do this for the rest of my life. So yeah.
Awesome. You are so beautiful.
Thank you.
I just have to say that. When I walked in the studio and I saw all of you are so beautiful and just, I'm so happy that you get to work with so many amazing artists.
Yeah. I'm actually glad you saw me first when you came in, so.
You are beautiful
Thank
as
you.
well.
That way you know you're not just saying it to be nice.
Can I turn this on, please?
Atria,
Jesus.
you are beautiful as well.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
But you said it to me first.
I did
See what I
tell
do?
him.
You see
Yeah,
what I
always
was
bickering.
I did tell him first. I did.
Production gets to get this
Oh my
foolishness, but the
gosh.
cast has no idea, so wait till we get full on into rehearsals.
Okay, so are we ready for live music in the studio right now?
I am. Are you ready?
I'm ready for live music in the studio right now. I want to know, are we ready for live music in the studio right now? So let's go with some live music in the studio right now. Do you prefer to put on a headphone?
I prefer to do it without it.
Let's do it without it.
Okay, and I'm gonna stand.
And you can stand in the studio. I'm getting this live. It's amazing.
I feel like I brought you a gift this morning.
You did.
I feel so happy.
You brought me the gift.
He's a character.
A stranger in white in a car going somewhere, going far. How the fields to go racing wherever you please, flying as high as a bird with its tail in the breeze. Even the fish in the sea must be longing to fly, catching a glimpse of a stranger in white racing by. Oh God, are you there? What can I do to get you to look down and give in? Oh God, hear my prayer. I'm here in the field with my feet in the ground and my faith in the air, waiting for life to begin. Mama's contented and Tauntaun accepts what he gets. Happy for tea in their cups and no holes in their nets. Happy to have what they have and to stay where they are. They never even look up at the sound of it coming. Don't you remember your little tea moon from the tree? Wake up, look down, hear my prayer. Don't single me out and never get me. Oh God, let me fly. Send me to places where no one before me has been. You spared my life, show me why. You get me to rise like a fish to the bait, then tell me to wait. Well, I'm waiting for life to begin, waiting for life to begin. Thank you.
Amazing. And now we have to go to a commercial. Right now, we got to go to a commercial. Oh, but more after the half hour. Wow.
You didn't do all that on Saturday.
Oh, that was
coming to the
beautiful.
studio being brand new.
Crazy.
Oh, man.
We were trying to signal to you the background vocals for Waiting for Life.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
We was holding it down.
We was holding it down.
Man, it sounded like you broke the sound barrier. I'm wondering if you were retired.
Brian Hart.
Yeah.
It was me talking about, that's my mama.
We're gonna when we do come back in, we'll
Yeah.
introduce her. She's actually playing Timon for the show.
Okay.
Velma's doing Timon's stuff on promo.
Okay. How about when you back, you just introduce everybody? Yeah, everybody.
I'm sorry, I wasn't directing the show. I was just saying, I wanted you to know that she's going to be, when you do get to introduce her, that she's...
Everybody introduce all the way around.
Staring in the classroom.
Where do you want to do? You want to start where?
Let's just start over here and make
Start
our way
here
around.
and say exactly what you do in the play.
What?
Who you are, what you do in the play.
I think we should start with the most fireable person and make our way around to the people more likely to keep.
Absolutely. Still going first time, right?
I like that. Good job. Good clap.
He said you'd be awesome in children's theater.
Oh.
Like Disney hire her right now. Disney.
You guys, when you were talking, Joy, she sent me a note that I was low, so when you talk, just talk into the mic. These moves, so if you need to say something, pull it to you.
So, yeah. How about share a mic? You are so selfish with the mic.
Oh no, that's fine.
Sharing the spot.
And then
You're fine.
you can share the mic. And then you share the music. Should I turn the volume down on those right now? I'll turn it up and down when the music is going. Look at how many people are in the studio. I mean, I've never had this many people in the studio live before. The most I've had is five. Yeah, five live in the studio, and then 3 people on the phone line, and 8 people on the line. You know, well, actually, then 2 people on one call together. But this many live people, this is amazing. I mean, especially since COVID. I started this during COVID, so I had no guests. So nobody wanted to come in and talk to me. Man, girl, you all right? I just call you.
Anytime you'll have us, we'll be back.
All right. Anytime. Awesome. All of you are from South Florida?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, even someone. No, I'm originally from New York.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what's your plan?
Boston.
Oh, from Boston. But you love it here, don't you?
I do.
What? Yeah, that's
I was born here, I ended here, so. I know. New York, you don't need to talk to yourself.
Exactly, that's what I love about it.
No.
I miss it so much. You can go back to Windsor, it's waiting for you right now.
I'll keep the warm for
Exactly. That's
It's not like it came in. Right.
No, I have to still file. I have to keep forgetting.
I also need taxes.
Hi, put me as a dependent.
It's on.
kids
purse,
now.
and it's like a pink and blue and multicolored cup.
Yes, Beyonce.
It's a Stanley cup. No, it's like a simple. It's like it's slightly better than a Stanley. I don't like the Stanley.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's expensive for no reason.
Yeah, exactly. This one's cheaper and it also saves the environment and it's feature water cold and longer.
Stanley is like the epitome of capitalism. Its purpose, which is none, but just to be like, oh, it's expensive. We're gonna make a trendy buy it.
Exactly.
The Stanley Cup.
Oh.
Ever since that girl called
Sold just
her
because they
Stanley
can.
didn't burn.
Fighting, yeah, I get it now.
I just the price of
I
like
not wrong. And it was just fine.
We're into
better.
Stanley.
Let's give me that.
Got it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So when we come back, we're coming back now. I want everybody to introduce themselves and tell us who you are in the play, what you do, art, wise, you know. And we are back. Welcome back to South Florida Arts Education and You. I'm Carey Hart, and I'm here with so many individuals in the studio live with me today. I'm so excited. We had that beautiful song just now. Oh my goodness! A round of applause. How long have you been working on that song?
A while.
A while.
I think when I found out about the audition, someone sent it to me and they were like, hey, you need to learn this song like tonight. And I was like, okay, cool. So I started learning it for a while. So yeah.
And that's for what character in the play?
That's actually T Moon's solo. Yes. In the play, I'm actually her mom.
Wow.
Right.
But you just have that song in your repertoire.
Yes.
Oh, it's
because
beautiful.
musical theater is, it's amazing. So
Yeah.
It's always have something prepared.
Yeah, definitely. And that song, to get the precision and to hit those notes and to carry that emotion and the intensity just in that 4 minutes. Thank you so much for that personal concert that I just got. I feel so enriching to have experienced your beauty of song and just command of space here in the studio. It was riveting. Your performance was riveting. I'm talking like this was a performance. It's bringing tears to my eyes. But it was riveting. The energy, the way that you harnessed just all of the artistry within yourself. It maybe not even all of it. There's probably a lot more in there. A lot more growth to happen. But for me to be able to witness what I saw today, just now, thank you so much. So beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Wait till you come to the show.
Just bring your tissues.
Get your tickets on Eventbrite. You can get your tickets. It's so simple to get tickets on Eventbrite. So I want everyone here to introduce themselves and tell me what you do in the play, etc. Are we starting with you again? Are we starting with you again?
No.
Okay.
Well, good morning, everyone. I am Kai. I am playing Papa Ge, the sly demon of death in Once on This Island. It's an honor to work with this amazing group of people. And we've started rehearsal, but we haven't really gotten into the nitty-gritty of it. So I can't wait to see how much more everyone brings, because they definitely bring like 110% their A game every single time.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, I kind of already introduced myself, but hey again. My name is Bellama. Everyone calls me Belle. And like Kai said, I'm really looking forward to doing this. This is actually my first play outside of school, and so I'm really looking forward to this. So yeah.
Hi, I'm Natasha Henderson, and I am one of the storytellers. I am really excited to be a part of this production. It's a little stretch for me to be singing, but I'm challenging myself and looking forward to the growth, and I'm just excited to be a part of this production.
Woohoo! For new challenges! Yeah!
Hi, my name is Christina. I play the role of Timoon in the play. I love these guys. This is going to be a blast. I can already tell. Get your tickets, y'all. I'm not playing. Get your tickets. But yeah, I can already see the talent. You can already feel the talent. You can feel the energy. You can feel the connection with this cast. And that's the one thing I love about What's on This Island. We were talking about it before we got on air. This is a very tight-knit group. So y'all gonna be in for a treat. Get them tickets.
Hi, I'm Eski, and I play the role of Daniel Bozon. It's such it's such an incredible. Anyway, it's such an honor to be part of this cast, and I'm definitely looking forward to being part of this beautiful, tragic, and like wonderful musical of Once on This Island. And all right, who's next?
Hi, my name is Jasari Mercedes. I'm playing Izuli, the goddess of love. I've actually it's my first time doing the show. I've teched it before, but I've never actually been in it, so I'm so excited to do this. And it's so rare to have such a close-knit group of people in a cast, and this is one of those shows that's one of those rare moments that you're just like, wow, like, you know, from day one, like, this is a family, and like, we're going to do such a great job, we're going to have a great time. I'm so excited. It's been wonderful.
Wasn't that just beautiful? Hello, my name is John Hamilton, and this is my family you just heard. I love them so much. And I do say, come to see this play, be prepared to smile, be happy, cry, and smile again. And we'll be waiting for you. I'm sorry. I am playing Tonton Julian, the father. That's not my mom. So I'll see you guys soon.
Welcome.
And this entire production will be at the African American Research Cultural Library Center in Fort Lauderdale. I'm just challenging his bass voice. He's like,
What is that, Jerry Michael?
He's actually a little beat.
battle of the bass.
May 10th and 11th.
May 10th and
Yeah,
11th.
join
The battle of the basses. Come on, Carey.
May 10th and 11th.
I almost said only in theaters. I'm going to mute myself.
So I have a question for you as the cast. Is everybody here that's in the cast? There are more people in the cast?
Yes.
Are all of you this tight in the cast?
Yes.
It's so rare to have like a cast where everybody loves each other. As you know, I mean, especially in musical theater, there's so much competition. Right?
So much ego.
Yeah. But this play is such but this play is kind of like, it's such an ensemble piece. You know, where everyone gets the opportunity to shine. Is it that nature of the script that brings it about, or is it just y'all? It's
all of us.
Personalities.
Yeah.
I like to say that it's like a mixture of both. I think it is the story has so much heart to it. It's a story about love. It's a story about community. It's a story about fighting for what you believe in. And like you said, it is an ensemble show. So I think you get an array of talent, and then everyone not only has their space in the show, but we also give each other space to shine on stage and in performances. So I think that happy marriage of two different worlds allows us to, have that sort of bond and connection. This is actually my second time playing Papa Gay, and I was telling them I felt the exact same way my very first time. And for me as an actor, Once on This Island was the first time I ever experienced that with a cast, of feeling that bond and having a support system like that.
It is a special play.
Yeah,
it is.
very.
It is. Have you all started rehearsal yet?
On Monday.
We will.
Wow, this is a very, very ultra primo beginning.
Yes.
And if we sound like this with no rehearsal,
real.
wait till we actually go through rehearsal.
Get them tickets.
So once again, get your tickets May 10th and May 11th.
Yeah,
African American Research Library.
We have so much talent in South Florida. I mean, it's just amazing so much how much talent.
Let me add this to it, because you're talking about the cast always like this, but I think the big part is, again, it goes back to what we were saying earlier, is how they show up.
Right.
They show up with this energy, so that's where you get that.
Yeah, but that's
Every
why
time.
people don't think that talent from South Florida is like serious, dedicated talent. But if there are jobs out there for the talent to go, if there are jobs out there, if you can consistently work here in South Florida, then you'd be more inclined to stay here and continue to work in South Florida, which to me is so important, that young artists like yourselves stay here. Stay here and work, enriching your community, because there are jobs. I want to tell you there are jobs. You know, I'm glad that this job is here for you, but I hope that there's more and more and more of this work for you here, so you can stay here and dig in and have your roots, you know, here in South Florida, and be proud of it, you know. And we have people like this gentleman here from Boston who's coming to take advantage of our sunshine.
Yep, in New York.
In New York. Coming to take advantage of our sunshine. And, you know, and thank you so much for contributing to the arts landscape here in South Florida.
And can I piggyback on that?
Yeah.
So a lot of times there's a lot of a discouraging energy here in South Florida when it comes to the arts, where people have to think that they have to venture off to like either Atlanta or Houston or New York to find, you know, jobs like this. And one thing that I want to take from this ensemble, hopefully with the people that come, it gives them some type of hope, like, hey, okay, yeah, there's art still in South Florida. I don't have to leave my home to chase my dream. So that's one thing that I want to take away from Once on the Island. Get your tickets.
Can I add to what you were saying?
Yes.
Because you're both talking about something that is very near and dear to our hearts as far as the Black Theater Alliance is concerned. Definitely look us up on Facebook. Go to the website when you buy your tickets. Check out our mission statement. If you feel like that's something for you, if you feel like you are at your highest level and want to, you know, come back down and either be in a role of consulting, or you want to come in, this is your first, you've been acting other people's work, and this is your first time you want to see someone put your ideas on stage. That's why the Black Theater Alliance is there, for people who not only want to be on stage, as you said earlier, behind the stage, directing, producing, doing tech, doing lighting, music, choreography. That is that's why we're here. Because like she said, it's sad that you can't get into the arts in your own backyard. You get what I'm saying? And Kai made a statement about ego. It's a lot of that. But what I have found with this cast and a lot of other actors that we've done for the festival and things like that, I guess is the presence that we bring. We don't bring ego to the table. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So how can something have life if it doesn't have an access point? So if you feel like that is something you want to do, I mean, I know we're down here in Miami spending our morning with you, but if you feel like trucking up to Broward County, hit us up. Like Theater Alliance, hey, we have a place for everybody, and if the art is in your heart, come on and join us. It's a party up here.
Okay. Reverend Dr.
Yeah, somebody write that down. You can put that on t-shirts.
Yeah, let's get shirts made.
Yeah.
You see, there's so much inspiration. There's inspiration without being in the script. There's inspiration in the show. So I just can't. I love it. I can't wait.
So the song that you have prepared for us today is not a song that you all have actually like been in rehearsing. You all just know that this is the song that you all have to sing, and this is your part. And I heard your harmonics out there. You were in the hallway when we were doing the top of the show. So, Devon, what does that look?
And I was reading a message. We are getting notes on.
We're getting notes on all the things we need to say, so making sure that we're good. That was my concentration.
Okay. So, Mr. Director, sir, would you like to introduce the second song?
Yeah, so this is actually my favorite song from the production. It's called We Dance. This is our big ensemble piece. It's the opening number. A lot of the production, the music you'll hear throughout the show, has hints of this song in it. And so the cast has been working diligently on it throughout the promotional season. And so you guys get to hear that live today. Yeah. I may make a brief cameo in this song.
Please turn off his microphone.
That's right next to me. I just hit on.
Do we need to clear the chairs? Do we dance in this song?
No, they don't. They won't be.
No.
There will be no dancing.
Just vocals.
Just singing.
Just vocals.
I was prepared.
Okay.
You don't have enough space for the energy that they're about to bring. So
You don't have enough space?
physical space, because they bring a lot of energy. They're great. They're great.
Oh, you sound good. Hello.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, we need some extra.
Do you need another microphone? You want this one too?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
Yeah,
There we go.
There we go.
Women. Mama, don't leave me.
Never, darling.
There we go.
Oh, yes.
Does it have to be that long? Can I just turn it up?
Which way?
It might give a little bit of feedback. You're okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hear you though. Take your time.
Is everybody, is that a good height for everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So.
There is an island where rivers run deep.
Where the sea, sparkling in the sun, earns it the name Jewel of the Antilles.
Where the poorest of peasants labor.
And the wealthiest of Grand Monde play.
Two different worlds on one island. The Grand Dome with their pale brown skins and their French ways, owners of the land and masters of their own fate. And the peasants, black as night, eternally at the mercy of the wind and the sea, who pray constantly to the gods.
Asaka grow me a garden.
Please, Agwe, don't flood my garden.
Ezuli, who will my love be?
Papa Gay, don't come around me.
Such powerful, such temperamental gods rule our island. Asaka, mother of the earth.
Agwe, god of water.
Ezuli, beautiful goddess of love.
And Papa Gay, sly demon of death.
Asaka, grow me a garden.
Please, Agwe, don't flood my garden.
Ezuli, who will my love be?
Papa Gay, don't come around me. Please, Agwe, don't flood my garden. Asaka, grow me a garden.
We dance.
We dance to the music of the gods. The music of the breezes to the green plantain. The murmur of the river and the roar of rain. And if the gods decide to send a hurricane,
We dance.
we dance to their ever-changing moods.
We know the gods are happy when their green things grow.
They're angry when the river starts to overflow.
And since we never know which way the winds will blow, we dance to the earth, we dance to the water. The gods awake and we take no chance. Our hearts hear the song, our feet move along, and to the music of the gods we dance. On the other side of the island, safe behind high walls and iron gates, the Grand Domes dance to a different tune.
La 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 la.
They drink champagne, entertain tourists in their fine hotels, and tell their servants, polish up the Mercedes.
La 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 la.
Two different worlds, never meant to meet.
The
Peasants labor.
The
Grand home eat.
How fine our clothes are,
We dance.
how fast we drive.
We
We dance at parties.
While we are dancing just to stay alive.
We dance.
We dance. What else is there to do?
But plant the seed and pull the weed and chop the cane.
And bear the child and bear the load and bear the pain.
And as the rich go racing to their own refrain, we dance to the earth, we dance to the water. The gods awake and we take no chance. Our hearts hear the song, our feet move along, and to the music of the gods, we dance to the earth, we dance to the water. The gods awake and we take no chance.
never meant to meet. But if the gods move our feet, we dance, we dance, we dance.
I am in the studio giving a standing ovation. Yes, yes. At home you can applaud as well. Yes, another round of applause. And so that's the opening song of the musical.
Yep.
And already I see like the characterization coming through here in the studio. I see, like, I hear in your voices, I mean, they're also distinct. I have 6 minutes left. And now I want to ask you each about like training and like, you know, how long you've been studying, and I can't get that in 6 minutes. But I would like to give each of you the opportunity to say whatever you would like to say. If you want to give a shout out to anybody that may be listening, or if you have any words of inspiration for some artist that's out there listening to this show who has not ventured out into the arts, who hasn't, they've got that little mustard seed of faith, that little mustard seed that says, I think I want to do this, but they are too shy to do it. If you have any words of inspiration for them, please share those words now. And thank you so much for being here with me this morning. I mean, this has been absolutely incredible. I can't wait to see the show May 10th and 11th. Once on this island, you can get your tickets on Eventbrite. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm going to turn these mics around.
Well, I would like to say, this is Kai, Papa Gay. I would like to speak to just anyone who's listening. If you're an artist, if you're not, every single person has something special to contribute in life, in the world. If you even have an inkling of I want to perform, and art comes in so many different ways. It's not always on stage. Contribute that and give that, no matter how old you are, what your background is, what your experience level is. Share your art, share your voice, share your passion, share your humility, share your fear with the world, because that we do what we do because it is the fabric of human life and existence. We hold that mirror on stage and we reflect back who you are, who you may know, in order to build you up and make you better than you were when you first came in.
Yeah.
And to add to what he said, I grew up very Nigerian, and my parents have always been like, the people doing what you want to do they have two heads? You know what I'm saying? Like, they've always been like, if you want to do something, go and do it. And I thank God for that, because that's really been kind of built in me. And so I just want to encourage anyone who, like you said, has an inkling of faith, because that's really all you need. The people that are doing what you want to do aren't, you know, there's nothing crazy different about them. God has also gifted them as well. And if you have that gift, be stubborn about it. Be stubborn about what you want to do, and don't let anyone ever cast you down, even yourself. So yeah.
I've been acting since the age of 4. I'll be 49 this year.
Ooh. You look good, girl. Girl, you look good.
I will deny it. I know y'all are Karen, so we're going to scrap that. But don't give up. Continue to pursue your dreams. You see, I'm still doing this. I'm challenging myself, and yes, the sky's the limit.
Come on, Team.
Yes, Mom. Okay, Mom. To piggyback off of everybody, yes, if you have some type, our biggest competition is ourselves.
Right.
Our biggest enemy is ourselves. It's always that small voice in your mind, like, if you hear somebody, you're like, oh, I don't think I'm good enough. Don't ever think you're not good enough. You're worth everything on this planet. You're worth everything your talent speaks. If you have some type of like inkling to do something, just go for it. The only person that's stopping you is you. You know, you're your biggest supporter, and we're rooting for you. And get your tickets. Get your tickets. My man, y'all.
Anyways, just don't be scared. Don't be discouraged. You know, just trust your own instincts. Life is short. Just reach for the stars. Don't take a detour. Just go on the long highway to success. You know, trust God and just do your own thing.
Do your own thing.
Well, so I've been acting since I was 15, and then from the very beginning, I used to act in front of my mirror. Now look at where I'm at now, acting with people who look like me. So for kids out there or anyone, it doesn't matter if you're a kid, an adult, or a young adult, if you want to do it, if you put your mind to it, you can. I grew up Haitian, so you know the three things, l'école, la caille, l'église. That's the only thing Haitians see, and what that means is school, church, and home. So essentially, you don't have to just do those three things. You can be more than a doctor, a mechanic. If you have something in you, a lawyer too. If you have something in you and you want to bring it out to the world, I say go do it. Do your research. Look around, find people who do the same thing as you, network. And then from networking, your name will be brought up in rooms with opportunities. And look at me, I'm an example. So here we go.
Actually, yeah, I got this show because someone that was in the show, we were doing Rent together right before this, and she was like, you have to do Once on This Island, you'd be the perfect Azuli, you have to go, and I was like, okay, so I did it, and it's been the biggest blessing in the world. Just a short little story too. I actually grew up dancing first. I was a ballerina at first when I started at 7, and then I got run over by a car on my legs. I had to get a lot of therapy, how to walk, how to do a lot of things. I was too scared to dance for almost 5 years. And, you know, I would say the biggest, you know, the thing that I learned the most growing up in that time of not being able to dance, I found singing, I found acting, I found other things. Luckily, because my mom too, she was a performer, so she was like, there's other things you can do in the meantime until you're ready to dance again. So I learned that being patient with yourself is so important in this career, especially because every audition, you're not going to get every audition. You're always going to get so many no's until you get a yes, right? Just being humble and patient with yourself always, and finding the right teachers for you. Because anyone could be like, oh yeah, this teacher's amazing, we should go to them. That doesn't mean they're going to be right for you, right? Because I also struggled with that too. I couldn't figure out how to belt until I went to college in New York, and I found a teacher that was like, I walked in and I don't know what it was that just did a light bulb, you know? So that patience is like the biggest thing I could tell anyone, and doesn't matter what career you're in, that's like the key of life. You know, that's my biggest thing. That's my #1 rule, being patient with myself.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Yes. Saturday with the inspiring cast of One
We've had that. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Joy. I don't even know if I'm on the mic. Thank you, Joy Bradley, for producing the play and having Devon directed, and Devon for bringing everybody here today. Just absolutely amazing. When I pulled up and I saw all the cars in the parking lot, I asked Devon at the door, I was like, you've seen the studio. How many people did you invite? But I'm so happy that each and every single one of you is here today. Thank you.
Thank you.
And out there for listening, support the arts, get your tickets for the show, support the arts. Find your art, get your art on. It's here to be had. It will enrich in your life. It'll make you feel better. It's amazing what art can do. Amazing. Thank you. Hallelujah. Have an absolutely wonderful, incredible day. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. My first time on the radio.
It's a on
the radio.
Oh, wow.
Anytime.